Well, I got another interesting story out of China. China bans women from online lingerie ads. Men start modeling bras instead.
Oh, the logical conclusion.
Hey, it doesn't break the law, so why not? In China, live stream shopping is the latest craze. In case you don't know what that is, it's essentially the cable TV shopping channel, but on TV. During the shopping live stream, the host promotes various products. The audience can comment on the stream, chat, and of course, easily order the products from the provided links. This form of shopping hasn't really kicked off in the West, but it accounts for about a tenth of all internet shopping in China. The shopping streams promote everything from electronics to lingerie. And it's that latter category that became a problem. China has very strict laws in place about spreading obscene materials on the internet. Generally, that means pornography, but the Chinese government has been more controlling than usual lately and started cracking down on lingerie shopping streams. They've now gone so far as to ban women from modeling any lingerie on live streams. How are the vendors now supposed to sell all those bras, panties, and nightgowns?
So is this like an OnlyFans, basically, or like a workaround?
I mean, well, maybe I guess a really bad workaround because
Like, watch our bra modeling. It's
just like
perfectly legal.
It's like QVC but on the internet, basically.
Okay.
Wait, what was the wording of the new rule again? You're not allowed to have women modeling lingerie? Do you smell a loophole? Yes, you do, and so did China's live stream operators. As the fair sex is now banned from the streams, men have taken their place. Male models now pose on camera on some business shopping streams, strutting their stuff in frilly baby dolls and other lingerie.
Oh.
Well, Lester's going to sign up immediately.
The live stream business owners were initially hesitant about male models, but what other options did they have, really? Personally, we don't have a choice, Mr. Zhu, owner of one live stream business, said, according to Insider. His stream was among the first to use male lingerie models. The designs can't be modeled by our female colleagues, so we will use our male colleagues to model them, explained Mr. Zhu. Some viewers and industry professionals have pointed out that the live stream businesses didn't need to resort to male models. They could have used mannequins. But the manly lingerie wearers have come with a welcome side effect. A good portion of the stream's viewers love them. The bra-clad male models definitely seem to resonate with the audience, Zhu said. Many of his competitors hopped on the bandwagon after his business debuted male models. The comments from viewers show that at least some of them definitely enjoy the male models. Yeah, I wonder which ones. The guy wears it better than the girl, one comment with hundreds of likes wrote. Not everybody is happy with the change, though not necessarily for the reason you might think. Some online commenters lament that the change is depriving women of jobs. They have a point, but if that's the law, what are the live stream operators supposed to do about it? Popular as they are, it's not exactly self-evident that the male lingerie party will be allowed to go on forever. As we mentioned, the Chinese government has been on a conservative streak and wants to promote traditional gender roles and good morals. Case in point, in late 2021, the Chinese government banned what it deemed effeminate men from appearing on TV. If, in the government's words, the law aims to discourage what it deems an unhealthy obsession with celebrities. The law uses a term that can be loosely translated to sissies to describe the type of men who are no longer allowed on TV. Who exactly falls under the definition is anyone's guess. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the male lingerie models will be banned. First of all, they're on the internet, not on TV, so the anti-sissy law doesn't immediately apply to them. Additionally, it's not exactly uncommon for Chinese businesses to use male models for products aimed at women. For example, Austin Lee Kwai, one of China's most popular lipstick models, has received the nickname Lipstick King. In another case, 41-year-old businesswoman Wu Nan has become known as Uncle Wu who wears high heels. He demonstrates the sturdiness of his business heels by jumping, dancing, running, and doing other stunts while wearing them. So, based on precedent at least, the men appearing on live streams in bras and panties only continue China's tradition of marketing towards women with male models. Whether it will be allowed to go on, though, we can only wait and see.
I'm more surprised by this sissy law.
Yeah, like, how demeaning would that be? It's like you get kicked off TV, you're too sissy.
It's like the right wingers from here are also over there.
It really seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of countries right now that you see this happening in with like, you know, even like Trump style politicians winning and wave of conservatism. And it does seem like they're the same kind of people, you know?
Yeah. Man, that's wild. I feel like with all this kind of stuff, we're just bound to have like wars at some point. Like,
But I mean, like, I'm guessing like sissy is their just code word for gay. Like,
Yeah.
we think this guy's gay. Let's get him out of here.
but like everybody's doing this whole like nationalism. Like everybody has to be a certain way. Like everybody's trying to clamp down on their own like people, and they're also like they're beefing with each other too, right? Like my country first, this and that.
That's the thing is like, it's almost like every country is going to end up on like ours where like there's like a culture war.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I mean, because you got to assume like, in China, there's a lot of dissenters. They just can't be,
They're just quickly smacked down before they can actually do something. But I mean, you can't do that forever, I think.
It is weird that almost every culture has their own, racism, homophobia, now transphobia. Like it permeates every culture in one way or the other.
I mean, I hope humans can somehow evolve past this. I don't know.
You know what's sad though is like there's certain places in Africa that are very anti-gay, but some of that came from like Christian ministries like going over there.
Yeah, I was on Twitter the other day and I saw like African people talking about this, and they were saying like this is never, gays were never a part of our culture and this and that, and they're like, well, how do you explain then when people came and invaded? They made laws against homosexuality. Why would they make those laws if gays were never there in the first place?
Right.
So,
I saw a Joe Rogan clip a while back, and like, who knows if it'll happen, but there was a guy basically predicting the downfall of China within 10 years, mostly I think based on the fact that their population's so male, but other factors as well. He thought he's predicting that their economy will like totally collapse within 10 years, but I'm like thinking like, what does that mean for us? Because we're like so dependent on China for so many things.
Yeah. And if they're like, we owe them a bunch of money too. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I've heard that China is preparing to go to war with the U.S. over Taiwan by 2028. Like their government has like directed their military to prepare for it.
Is Taiwan really that important to them?
I don't know. I don't understand why Taiwan would be that important, but
yeah, after watching how Ukraine's been going, I don't know if I don't know if they've been as aggressive as they have been. Because I don't know, for a while they were like, they kept pushing on it all the time.
Maybe China and Russia will become bedfellows just by necessity.
I don't know. China could go some different ways.
I don't know, man. I mean, China's economy is booming. It's even bigger than the U.S. is like purchasing power parity wise. Like, I don't understand how it could tank.
Yeah, I don't either. But
after Mao died, they started loosening up and becoming more capitalistic, and they grew really quickly. But like Xi Jinping is more communist, so they could turn backwards again. I don't know. But yeah, you're also dealing with the population collapse, and who knows what that looks like.
Yeah, that's true. The one-child policy really hurt them.
Well, they got rid of that, but apparently,
but people are still continuing.
Yeah, it's been habitual, and people are still just having one kid.
Yeah. When did they get rid of it? Like 20 years ago or something?
I don't remember when.
it's funny too, like conservative politicians over here complaining that like people in the U.S. aren't having enough kids.
Yeah. Well, it all comes down to like, growing your economy. You have to have people in the workforce to do that and to pay into Social Security and stuff. and they're afraid. It's like a Ponzi scheme. It's like a pyramid scheme. You know, the more people, the more your economy grows, and you know, they eventually. You can't just fill up this world with people. You can't have people everywhere. Eventually, it's going to be too many. You can't take care of them. But
Well, I think the millennial generation and the Gen Z generation, like, you know, the economic disparity has grown so much in the U.S. that they're like, I think it's just economics more than anything. They're like, how would I ever take care of a
Right.
child? I can't take care of myself.
right.
You know,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the people who are actually living day-to-day lives, they see that. But the government's thinking like this other whole different picture. They're like, oh, we need
Right.
more of this. And it's very much they're butting heads.
did you guys hear about that Silicon Valley Bank?
Oh, yeah. You know what's hilarious? On Twitter, I saw like these tech bros, like who their older tweets, they were like, there was basically people like calling them out, saying like, you were the same people who were against like, you know, student loans or whatever else, but now you're asking for a bailout.
Right.
You know, that's insane. Like the level of just, I don't know, entitlement is just nuts.
Yeah, like all the people that are so against, the student loan forgiveness are like, we got to bail out this bank.
Yeah.
There's no other option.
And they're trying to scare people. Guys, this is horrifying. This is terrible. You guys should be scared. This is a big deal. It's like, no, dude. Like, I'm more scared of like paying my mortgage and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm not worried about your little situation here.